get word
barbecue.
The Mavs are still over the last week or so out there on the phones trying to make deals happen.
They are.
The deals haven't happened.
No.
But they're trying, huh?
They're working it, man. And Tim Cato in The Athletic did a great job of recapping everything in an article this morning out of The Athletic. He was in Vegas. It's a good place to watch young players, but also interact with a lot of people. He was talking to a lot of people.
It's
and
like the combine.
Kind of unloaded his notebook here for us. Yeah, they tried to trade a JaVale McGee and THJ for Boban and Killian Hayes from Detroit, but it fell through. I don't know if they want Boban for his basketballing or just because he's so great and, he makes things light. Luka likes him a lot. But Hayes, 7th overall pick, shooting guard in the 2020 draft, tremendous passer, can't shoot, and might be a pretty good defender. But I think this deal is about more just the Mavs trying to get Boban and get off the contracts of JaVale McGee and THJ still. It doesn't matter what they say about those guys publicly. All the signs are pointing towards they want to move them bad.
Did I read that wrong? It's Boban or is it Bogdanovic?
Oh, Bogdanovic?
Bojan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, these pronunciations are weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Bogdanovic and Hayes, and it was going to be for Hardaway Jr. and McGee. And yes, it is 100% like getting rid of those contracts. They've already done it with Bertans. They're trying to rid themselves of these terrible contracts like a McGee or and not necessarily terrible, but just not great contracts like a Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I went and watched Detroit play, and you know what? I would approve of that trade.
Oh, that'd be a great trade.
I'd absolutely approve of that trade.
If you were Detroit?
No,
you're saying for
the
the Mavs.
Mavs.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
getting rid of those contracts would be huge. And I think no matter what,
I'll
JaVale
take
McGee
their
will not
players.
be, like, the reporting is like JaVale McGee's not going to be on this team
No.
one way or another. He will either be moved or they will do the stretch wave thing where they will pay him incrementally over the next couple of years. But from everything I've seen, they don't anticipate him being on the roster at all.
Yeah, he's gone one way or another. And if you could get rid of THJ and open up more opportunity for Hardy, I think Seth Curry. There's a lot of minutes for more skilled guys. I think THJ's game has been on the decline the last couple of years. At one point for the Mavs, he wasn't terrible, but now it's tough. It's really brutal how inefficient he is in a lot of areas of the game. Okay, Tim Cato on Lively, and I love this stuff because I want to know how the organization feels about him fitting in a rotation or in a scheme. And he says Lively's first season might mirror Jaden Hardy's in that he'll spend the first half of the season in the G League while the team hopes his development and performance earn him regular minutes with the Mavs in the second half. He needs to develop his screen setting and rebound positioning, but those are inherent big man skills that usually develop over time. I tell you, I'm going to be disappointed if he's got to go to the G League because I think his awareness and I think his movement is good enough that he can help this team defensively from a big man, but it might be such a challenge for him strength-wise and rebounding-wise that they'll want to take advantage of G League minutes, but I'll be disappointed because I think they can use him.
I know, man. I know. I mean, hearing McMahon say this and then hearing Cato say this, obviously these guys are about as plugged in as it gets, man. They know what's being talked about, and so if that's on the table, I certainly understand it, but I'm kind of with you where, like, does this team have the luxury to not get anything they can out of this guy with what he's got defensively? Like, they are depleted defensively. You're saying, like, this guy is more hurtful than helpful with his skill set right now? I know he's going to be a liability in a multitude of different ways, but does he not have a couple of attributes that translate right now to helping your team, which was the 25th defense in the sport last year?
We got the 12th pick. Like, we're getting a guy going to the G League?
Yeah.
We're already talking about that?
It would be disappointing, I would say.
Under what my expectations are for the Mavs, I'd keep playing him. I'd play him for the Mavs because my expectations I don't think are like your guys' expectations. I think this is a play-in team.
Oh, I'm in agreement with you on that.
Okay, I thought maybe that you guys were a little higher up the food chain than me.
Yeah.
So if you're a play-in team like we were talking about, play him.
That's developmental.
Yeah, just play him.
Yes.
I mean, let him get his nose bloodied at 19 years old. Let him. If you want to do that. But if you're a team that has these aspirations about being 4th, 5th seed or something crazy like that, yeah, the G League is probably the place he needs to go.
They probably want to compete, though. I think to your point, Brian, maybe they look at themselves as like, we're a playoff team, and Lively's shortcomings will cost us games. So we need to get him somewhere where he can get experience.
Right.
And that's a second-round player or a late first-round player to me. I think they reached for need here too much, and this kind of confirms it.
Well, they're in a situation. Look at what San Antonio. Like, San Antonio's not going anywhere. We talked about it with Wemby the other day.
Yeah.
Just play him.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the first overall pick.
Oh, yeah.
But there's going to be some nights where he's going to look bad and other nights. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, here come the Spurs.
Right.
You got to know what he's going to do.
Here come the Spurs.
What happens when you get comfortable, or how comfortable can you get? And that'd be a question that I'd want to know on both those players. But Cato writes, Lively has engulfed perimeter players when switched onto them. It's easier to accomplish against Summer League guards than this league's best scorers, but Lively's potential to be a jump shot blocking center, the trendiest defensive answer to the three-point revolution, is tantalizing.
Yeah, man, you can see it, that length. Like, it looks a little bit awkward out there at times, but I mean, he's got a 7'5" wingspan, and it's affecting guys. You can see it, and so I think that's something that would translate, to helping the Mavericks right now. So I don't know. Maybe they're able to make another move at the big man spot to kind of soften the blow of not using much of Lively. And I don't know if that's a full season thing or if that's just early on, and then as the season goes on, he gets stronger and more aware or whatever, and you can start working him in as the season goes.
Let me add this real quick, Brian.
You got it.
Lively's passing reads are already advanced enough, at least at Summer League level, to reliably pick out open shooters. That's a necessity for the modern big, especially non-shooting ones who need to make immediate reads in short roll situations when playing with pick-and-roll maestros like Luka Doncic. Another quality thing. Like, how bad could your shortcomings be if you can do both those things?
I know.
This team needs defense and somebody capable of passing, other than Luka and Kyrie on the floor.
It's like Rashawn Holmes and Dwight Powell, dude. That's the answer.
Lively has only recorded 2 blocks in 3 games, but his sheer presence has scared off drivers from even challenging him. It'll take time, probably years, but he has the physical tools to be not only a very good shot blocker, but also a rim deterrent. Okay, that's Tim Cato on Lively. He's got stuff on Omax Prosper as well as Jaden Hardy, despite his poor shooting. Generating 33 free throw attempts in 101 Summer League minutes almost earns Hardy a too good for Vegas label. It's a free throw rate higher than Giannis and Joel Embiid posted last year in the regular season. So you might not have liked the efficiency, but he was way too much for these Summer League dudes to handle. That's for sure, Jaden Hardy. Yep. Okay, what else do you have for us as we take a look at this rim here, Chief?
Yes, sir. So I don't know. Did you guys see the new Luka workout video dropped?
Yeah, he's sprinting.
Running up the hill?
We're 3 for 3 now. We're 3 for 3 on Luka
Could
workout.
use a little
vids.
bit of work with his form. I feel like his elbows are too wide.
Yeah, he's not fully like opening up and trying to win any races here.
Did you see Kyrie hitting him on the run there? Maybe
pushing him to close out,
they get the ball and
full
Luka
court
takes off on a dead sprint. Do you think Kyrie can?
I think Luka prefers to be the guy with the ball in that scenario and let Kyrie do the running. He'll just throw it down the court to you.
It's the weirdest trio of 3 days in a row of workout videos being posted, though. It's a full-on unsolved mystery for me.
Well, to me, this is exactly what happens when the first one comes out, and now you're trying to make up for that first one. Now it's like, damn it, I actually got to get out of here and look like I'm trying to do something here to make up for the initial video that Luka, I imagine, probably had no idea was being posted as he was half-assing his way through a conditioning drill.
I want the one video where Luka stopped and is having a smoke. He's run up the hill, and then you see his assistant hand him a cigarette, and he lights it.
Yeah,
and then,
I like that.
And then he maybe has a beer. That's the video I want to see.
I love the sprinting up the hill, though. That's what I want to see.
That's a testosterone booster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you think he can run more flat-footed?
I don't know.
Looks like
it's a pretty cool hill too. That's like I'm guessing it's built out right next to his house,
right?
I just
in
want to
Slovenia.
see. I want to see a reason to believe that this is going to pay off in a big way. And so far, I haven't seen anything. I see the possibility that this guy got together with his uncle. And they're playing a prank on us, posting these silly workout videos. Yeah. He probably recorded them all in a 2.5-hour period, just changed his wardrobe, and he's going to roll them out while he's smoking cigarettes on the beach in Spain. That's what's going down here.
Well, would you rather it be what
Put up the next video, bro.
Next
Pass me a cold beer.
cold beer and a heater will get the job done.